Agnes was amazing. She was such an impact on my life. I met Agnes when I first went to my very first Alabama, Mississippi Rural Tourism Conference. And as I registered, she said, "Oh, you're from Tennessee." And I said, "Well, yes, ma'am, I am." And she said, "Well, we're so happy to have you here and thankful that Tennessee's joining us. What's your contribution gonna be?" And I was like, "Oh my stars, what does that even mean? I don't know what that means, Agnes." I realized years later that that was Agnes's way of spurring you on to do more, to be involved. And because of Agnes's question, "What's your contribution gonna be?" It made me want to push Tennessee harder. And as we all know, it's now the Alabama, Mississippi, Tennessee Rural Tourism Conference.
I just think it's such an honor to have this award bestowed on anyone, and certainly the Agnes Zantz Tourism Award. And I remember her ability to get along with a lot of people from different areas. She was very strong in tourism, of course, but it was not just tourism. She understood whether it was banking or her love for the W, and she understood so many different aspects because she understood leadership.
Well, Miss Agnes, as I'm sure everybody has said, she was a definite force of nature, and she was very good at getting what she wanted. She was remarkable at fundraising. She single-handedly raised all the funds to, open this museum. She had a very good mind for details, and she could also think outside the box. She was just a Renaissance woman that, was very good at what she did.
Agnes cared very deeply about rural tourism. The bigger cities and counties have more resources available to do tourism. And so I think Agnes saw the value in rural tourism and rural areas in the 3 different states banding together to promote tourism in their areas. And so Rural Tourism Council, if they have deemed someone, appropriate of this award, well, then I think it's noteworthy because it's showing that they've done something and other people recognize that. Agnes would be tickled, for something like this, and she would be. She would be flattered. She'd probably fuss a little bit that we were giving her attention, but at the same time, I worked with her for 3 years, and I can tell you that she would also be tickled to know that something like this was happening.